Time is both a blessing and a curse. To be immortal is to witness the rise of empires, the fall of kingdoms, and the death of those you once called friends. For centuries, I have roamed the world, a forgotten legend, a warrior who cannot die. I have fought in countless wars, shed blood for rulers whose names have long faded into the dust of history. I have defended kingdoms that now lie in ruin, and I have raised my sword against enemies who believed they could kill what cannot die. Yet, the truth remains, my greatest battle is with time itself. Once, I reveled in my power. The thrill of the fight, the glory of victory, it was intoxicating. I was unstoppable. But with each passing century, the world changed, and so did I. Those I cared for grew old, withered, and turned to dust, while I remained untouched, unchanged, unbroken. Some called me a god, others, a monster. I was neither. I was simply cursed, a relic of a forgotten time, a man made immortal not by choice, but by fate. A fate that I would not wish upon my greatest enemy. Do you know what it's like to live forever? To see the same mistakes repeated over and over again? To witness the cycle of hope and despair as new leaders rise, only to fall into the same traps of greed and corruption? It wears on the soul, if a soul remains after so long. I have become a ghost, a shadow moving through the pages of history, never truly belonging to any age. But there is a secret to immortality, a burden no one tells you about. With endless life comes the endless accumulation of memories. And in the deepest recesses of my mind lie forgotten legends, myths that have long since been lost to time. I remember the old gods, the true gods, who walked the earth before mankind ever took their first steps. I remember when magic flowed like rivers, before it became nothing more than a whisper in the wind. I remember the creation of the first kingdoms, and the wars that tore them apart. I was there, on the battlefield, when the great city of Thalios fell. I watched as the sky turned red with fire, and the screams of the dying echoed in my ears. Yet, I survived, as I always do. Not because I wanted to, but because I had no choice. But now, something has changed. The world is stirring. Forgotten powers are awakening, and ancient enemies are rising from the shadows. They remember me. They remember what I am, and they fear me. For even after all these centuries, I remain a warrior. And I will not let this world fall into darkness. There is a legend, a prophecy, written in the stars. It speaks of an immortal warrior, one who will either save the world, or doom it to eternal ruin. I have heard it whispered in the halls of dying kings and scrawled in forgotten tomes. They speak of me, but they do not understand. I am no savior. I am no destroyer. I am simply a man, carrying the weight of centuries on his shoulders. Yet, I cannot deny the call. Something deep within me stirs, a fire that I thought had long since died. Perhaps this is my purpose. Perhaps the gods, in their infinite cruelty, did not curse me after all. Perhaps they were preparing me for this moment, for this battle, for this final war. I feel it in the wind, in the earth. The old magic is returning. The boundaries between worlds are weakening, and soon, the battle for the future will begin. I have fought many wars, but this one feels different. This one feels final. I have lived longer than any man should. I have seen more than any one soul can bear. But I will fight, one last time. Not for glory, not for honor, but because it is all I know. It is what I was made for. And perhaps, when the dust settles, when the battle is won or lost, I will finally find peace. Or perhaps, I will continue to walk this earth, forgotten by time, immortal, and alone. The forgotten legend continues. The end. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more.